Hello and welcome to Smaulgld for a special update. The other day, we heard that Venezuela had decided it was not going to accept dollars in exchange for its oil. And many people believe that in a sense was an act of war. Well, just breaking now on Reuters is the news that the U.S. is not ruling out a possible oil embargo on Venezuela, which in a sense would be an act of war by the United States. U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, that's Nikki Haley, said earlier today that there are a lot of things that the United States can do if Venezuela did not move to restore its democratic processes. Now, the United States, I don't know how long they've been concerned about Venezuela's democratic processes. I think they became very concerned about them when Venezuela announced that they would accept Chinese yuan for their oil. So she then said, there's a lot of support in Latin America to see Venezuela start to respect its people and go back to its democracy it's supposed to be. And if things don't improve, all those options are always there, including the possibility of an oil embargo. It's not off the table, I can tell you that, said Miss Nikki Haley. So there you have it. For those of you who had predicted that the Venezuelan decision not to take the dollar for its oil would lead to some type of response from the United States, while it hasn't led to a response, it has led to now an official reaction by Nikki Haley and mentioning that there may be an oil embargo. Now, what does an oil embargo mean? Well, it means, just like the Cuban Missile Crisis in the early 1960s, where the U.S. was considering putting naval ships around Cuba so that Russia could not get in and out of Cuba. It'll be the same thing. Venezuela would like to sell its oil. It has arranged to make payment, and now it's going to deliver the oil, but guess what? Can't get out of that area of the sea because the U.S. has put an oil embargo. No details were given in the story, but that's how an oil embargo might work, is not just a sanction saying they can't sell it. They'd have to enforce that embargo, and that would involve perhaps a naval operation. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening.